All right, we are live and reviewing the what I thought were notable threads from November. But let's go ahead and start out. Wicked Fog, you went ahead and notified me that you put these what do you call them, featured threads up front.
Yeah.
Which one do you think we should go through first? I think we'll go through the most interesting team associated SC10 in the world, and then hop over to the mud flaps.
Yeah, that one's a pretty cool one. He's done
Yeah,
a
it's
really good job with this build. I mean, it's
it's
everything looks brand new.
It's crazy, dude. So what was the story on this? He just probably bought it on eBay or something.
I can't remember. It's been a while back. October when he started the thread.
Yeah,
I think it's just an old
bought
one that he
this.
had.
Take a good look at these photos. See if you can
Oh.
spot all the excuse me whats. I don't
Yeah.
got an eye for none of that old stuff, but
Yeah. It's just I think there was I was
what?
looking at that when he first posted. He's got some zip ties on the springs for some reason there.
That's
There was
crazy.
there was oh, the some screws had some washers underneath of them for some reason. Probably stripped out the hole or something. Had a wreck and broke it. But basically, he just went through and oh, and then the links, the
Bunch of
all
mismatched
the
links.
yeah,
Got a
yeah.
Durango link, some RPM links, more Durango,
And then his
or at
Pro
least
Line body mounts were all just destroyed. Somebody's cranked the bolts down way too tight on them.
man.
The motor guard same way. Somebody's overly torqued the bolts down,
What is that
broken
there?
parts. I can't remember what that piece is. The one with the broken little bar, that weird shaped bar that's got the wheel
Yeah.
apart. It's just a brace. I'm not familiar with this RC. I've never had one of these. I don't believe the
It looks
SC10.
pretty similar to what they're putting out now though. Like it this almost
Yeah,
looks exactly like my DR10.
yeah. I had the RC10s and the other stuff, but this is AE, right? Is this
Yeah, it's
AE?
associated.
Yeah. Okay. Older vintage model, Losi Associated. Is it an Associated or is it a Losi? I haven't even really looked at that.
It should be an associated if it's an RC10.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's an
Oh,
SC10.
SC10. Yeah, team associated SC10. I'm sure it's got low C parts on it somewhere. Pro
Yeah.
line, yeah, Pro line body mounts.
But it's just he's gone through and not only replaced a lot of parts, but he's also just cleaned a lot of them up to where they just look brand new. I mean, his springs are
building
still.
building his own parts,
Yeah.
punch holes through the chassis.
Yeah. I saw those on the side right by the Nerf bar. Somebody stuck some holes through there for some reason. You can
Slipper
kind
is
of fill them
ate
up though
up.
if you play around with it.
Yeah,
I did one on my triple X, the Losi short course truck. I filled one of the holes in. Had
it'll
some
be
nuts stuck in
interesting
there.
interesting to see what he does. It almost looks like, hold on, let me go back up to the top. It almost looks like the same chassis that they're using today. So I mean, I don't know if he's going to replace it or if just restore it.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't think he's done anything with the chassis other than cleaned it up and stuff.
Oh man, we got 8 pages to go through on this. Let's see what the rear arm, maybe Durango. Rear arms are narrow at the hinge, more narrow at the hinge than AE stock. There weren't spacers, so they had a ton of slop.
Oh,
Those,
I see. Yeah, yeah. It does have Durango arms on it.
oh yeah,
Well,
you can see the
just kind of.
slop in that next
Yeah,
picture.
yeah. In the back. Yeah.
I, I
I don't
hope
know
he
why
didn't
they
pay much
didn't
for
put some.
this thing. One of them held on with a zip tie.
I don't know what that glob of screws is.
Yeah. I love the teardown picture. The cleaning satisfying.
Yeah,
Like when you're looking
I
at
know.
pictures of
It's
it,
like,
it's awesome. But when you're
yeah.
doing it, it sucks.
I just fill a tub up with simple green, toss everything in there, and let it soak for a little bit, and then I dump it all in the kitchen sink and just grab me a scrub brush and just go to town.
Yeah, I bought one of those ultrasonic cleaners, and it does pretty good unless you put an anodized part in it. Then it just tears the
Yeah.
anodizing off. Look at that. It looks like new screws.
Hmm.
What do we got here?
Yeah, he's been using some fancy techniques to get these things all cleaned up. He's got
Now,
he's putting the this is one of the neatest things I saw on the thread where he was replating the turnbuckles.
replating the turnbuckles.
Yeah, if you scroll down past the screws a little bit, he's got an electroplate system set up where he's
Holy
electroplating
cow!
the turnbuckles.
Holy cow!
Hmm. It's pretty simple process. I've never done it myself, but we did it at the shop I worked at. We did black oxide. Um, we did two or three different kinds of coatings,
Mm-hmm.
just like he's done here with the nickel coating. We did that on some parts. We did what was that other one coating we did? It was kind of like it was an oxide, but it was kind of a goldish color. It just gave it some kind of a rust. It's just a type of rust, but it was kind of goldish
Mm-hmm.
color.
So how long has he been a member for?
Not
October
very long.
2025. Wow.
Hmm. Yeah,
I guess he's been doing this
hit the
for a
ground
long
running.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, look at all the pile of parts he's got there. That's not just the parts from the car. That's he's got so many parts he's got for this car. And there he's got one, two, three, at least three different chassis there.
Mm-hmm. It's like he collects these things or something.
Must be. That's what
I'll
I
have to.
started doing when I built the Triple X. I had that car. Mr. Goodrich is the one that gave it to me. He sent it to me for free, and it was in fairly decent shape, just kind of dusty.
Uh huh.
But I started
I'll,
collecting once I started seeing parts for it pop up. I started buying parts over the course of about a year. I just bought parts here and there for it.
I think on the next stream,
That
the
does say
threads that
Losi.
what where is this? Oh, no kidding! What the hell is that?
Why is it having Losi?
How does it
So
even
that's the
fit?
same thing.
Oh wait, this is
Yeah,
this
that's
is you. You posted this.
oh duh. Um, I hadn't scrolled down far enough to
it
look at it.
looks pretty similar.
I was gonna say he's got the same thing I've got.
This is one of your restores.
That's the Triple X I was talking about. It
That
started
looks
out as kind of a little dirty, and then by the time I got done, it looks brand new now.
that looks super clean. I think on the next stream, if there's a thread that I'm going to feature, I'll probably send the poster like a direct invite and let them know they're being featured, and then probably get some commentary from them.
Yeah, that'd
It'd
be
be
cool.
cool to have him on and get the full story on this thing.
Yeah, yeah. That I have an ultrasonic. Well, I had an ultrasonic thing. It went out on me, but it was just a cheap one from
Mm-hmm.
Harbor Freight, and that's the one he's got here. I believe you can set a timer, because the one I had would only run for like 2 or 3 minutes and then it would shut off. It was kind of
Mm-hmm.
pointless. You just had to keep turning it back on and turning it back on. But these better and kind of industrial, I want to say industrial, but they're all just Chinese ones from eBay and stuff. But they have like a 30-minute timer, or I believe some of them they don't even have a timer. They'll just run until you turn them off. But
Oh,
they do a lot better job than the one I had.
we've got some
More.
people in the chat. We got Slash Raptors in the chat, and 332 is in the chat. Hey guys, what's up? I can't read that. Video is kind of slow. Who's chatting? I can hear you though. Uh oh, I hope my stream ain't going too slow. Oh.
Who popped in? Somebody just popped
Well,
in.
I mean, in the YouTube chat, it wasn't updating on the
Slash
Discord.
93.
Yeah, 332's in here too.
He is. I don't see him.
Well, not in here, but on the YouTube chat, like in the
I got you.
yeah. What's up, Slash? You got a mic or something, man?
Yeah.
All right, dude. What's up, man?
What's up?
How long you been in here? I didn't even notice.
He just popped in.
Oh, okay.
Popped in. I was just in the live stream.
Okay. Yeah, we're just going over this RC10 or SC10 build. That I don't know what is
SPKSH.
KSH. I don't know what that's supposed to stand for, but
He's from New Zealand.
cutting his own hinge pins.
Oh yeah, you showed this last stream.
What's that? Did I?
Oh yeah. Okay. There's I remember this picture now. When he found the picture of the Pro 2 SCT in the manual, and you can see that there's a lot of tarts on the back of that truck or that car that are different, than what he's got right now. So somebody's put a bunch of different stuff on that thing.
Wait, is he gonna use this rear arm again? The broken one? He cleaned it up.
I don't know. There's
Just
for some reason.
a fresh
saving
zip
all that
tie and
stuff.
it's
I mean,
good to
it
go, I
works.
guess.
I'd be like, nope.
Now, what are these parts? The rear bumper bracing system. Okay.
Yeah. It's the same way actually the triple X that I did, the whole back end of it is a lot more complicated than that.
Yeah.
That's kind of more like the Traxxas Slash setup on the back end.
Yeah, I hate
Got
working on
bars-
stuff with
bars on
all
one
the.
side and
That's funny. I can take apart my Slash under 5 minutes. SC10, nope. Like, yeah, I take off the bumper, this mount, that mount.
yeah. There's 10 different things holding each part on. Makes them a lot stronger though. Let's see. He's got a whole bunch of new parts.
Huh.
Oh no, that's just him bagging
Durango.
everything up.
There's a Durango. Dude, so what's the story with Team Durango? I don't know much about them. Was that like a daughter company of Associated? Because I thought a lot of their stuffs fit on like, well, the Arma Typhon, the TLR Typhon is a Durango copy, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know much about Armas. I got 2 of them.
I'm 90% sure the TLR Typhon is the same exact kit as the last buggy that Team Durango released. Were they like a
Oh,
What's
they
up,
have Thunder
Slash?
Tiger brand.
I don't know, let's check.
Dang microphone.
So it was
Hobby
founded
Co.
by George Strange and Michael Vollmer. The brand name existing since 1999 after the initial development of a 10th scale 4-wheel drive electric buggy. The company has a clear association with Team Associated because its founder, Gerd Stringe, was inspired by an Associated TC3 touring car to start designing his own ultimate 10th scale 4-wheel drive buggy in 1999. So, I guess
Oh, you know what?
He
And then Horizon did their thing, bought them out, ran them for a couple years, and discontinued them.
yeah.
Actually,
Killing
Horizon
brands.
never bought Team Associated.
No, not Team
No,
not
they
Team
bought-
Associated, Durango.
Ringo.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know that Associated's ever going to end up selling the to Horizon. I hope they
Hell no, they won't.
don't.
I don't
They'll
know,
just
man.
close the place down before they sell it, I think.
Not to Horizon, but maybe
Amen.
maybe someone else. A main would be a good takeover.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know much about Team Durango. Just like
I don't.
I was
I
out
don't.
of the hobby for during that time. Actually, it says when in 1999. That's right around the time I moved to. Let's see, I was living in Illinois for a few years, and then I came back, and then I didn't get back into RC until shoot. I got into it a little bit in. I think it was 2004, 2005, somewhere in there. Then I was only into it for a few years, and then got back out of it until 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's about when I got into it.
10 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm working with some veterans here, man. I've been 3 years, maybe four. I think going on four.
dude, I've been in like
Good.
everything: racing, bashing.
Yeah. I started back in the '83 with the Marie Big Bear, and then actually my dad was into RC airplanes in the early '80s, like in 1980, I believe. So
I
I
would
was kind of
crash an
around
airplane.
RCs then. Yeah, I would too. And then in '86 I bought the Javelin, and then kind of ended up with an associated RC10. I think I had a Losi. I can't remember what I had back then. There's 4 or 5 different RCs I had at various times, but then got out of it for a while, and it's just been something I've always had a love for. Got into it and get out of it, because other things going on.
You know who's an awesome new member is that Dominator guy with all the nitro
Yeah,
airplanes and everything. That's some cool
yeah,
stuff, man.
yeah.
Look at how.
I love the nitro airplanes, man. That's because that's like I said, that was the first thing I experienced in the world of hobby grade RC was that my dad built a great big. It was a trainer airplane. I think it was called a cadet trainer or something like that. It
Hmm.
had about a 5 foot wingspan on it or some shit like that. All balsa, he had to build each individual piece and glue it all together and stuff. But it was just going down to the airfield and seeing all the planes that people had built. It was just so cool, man. The biplanes. There was one that had a tri wing on it. Um,
Oh yeah.
I don't, there was a couple jets, but I don't remember. I don't remember ever seeing them fly. There was a few guys that they'd bring planes down just to show them off. They'd have big air shows down there and stuff. But they were so cool, man.
I tried planes with that the flight test. I think it was the simple storch. Who kind of like they send you a bunch of flat foam with cut lines. You cut it and build it yourself. So I spent like
Oh yeah, yeah,
2 weekend
yeah.
mornings building that, and then I took it out and flew it straight into the ground. And I was like, this ain't for me.
The lawn
Yeah.
dart.
There was a guy that lived up by me when I was married to my first wife, and he had this property out in the middle of nowhere, a big open field, and he flew RC airplanes and stuff, and he actually trained people to fly them. And so I stopped by there one day. One of the guys I worked with actually went out there and was flying and stuff, so he told me to stop by. So I stopped by, and he handed me the controller and had it tethered to his controller, and he take this airplane way the hell up in the air so far that I could not tell if it was going forward or backward or upside down or nothing. Um, so when he handed me the control, he's like, there you go, and I'm starting to fly it, and I'm like, I don't know what these sticks are doing because I can't even see the damned airplane. So then it would start coming down, and he'd take over again and take it right back up there. I'm like, I
Hmm.
can't even see that airplane, man. So just he had me up too high. But I bought my son a little small one off Amazon last year, year before, whenever it was. Just a little training, starter one, and it was easy to fly. So I think if I got a bigger one, I think I could figure it out. But I'd be scared to fly it the first time.
Yeah, they're so expensive to just fly
Yeah,
them right into the ground.
yeah. Well, I mean, they got those styrofoam ones now too. They're not too terrible. I mean, if you crash them, you can glue them damn things back together 100 times. So I if I was going to buy a bigger one, I'd probably buy a foaming and just, not worry about it too much. If it crashes, I'll just repair it.
Yeah.
With those back in the day, they didn't have that stuff. It was all balsa kits, And when my dad built that, after spending 4 or 5 months building it, he went out there and he had a guy that was teaching him how to fly with the tether. But eventually, Dad saw, this guy's a professional flyer, this guy's a professional, and they were all crashing their planes and coming back with toothpicks. And my dad just eventually was like, "Yeah, I'm getting out of this." So he was only into it for 6 months or so. What other? Where did that? How did I lose? Oh, there we go.
Yep, nothing's broken, so I can't fix anything.
What's that? Oh, yeah, you can fix that pretty easy. I've got a bunch of stuff broken. You can come fix all mine you want. I've got probably, let's see, the granite, now the Creighton, the hammer ray. Now there's 4 or 5 more in there that need some repair work done. Just can't think of them right offhand. Creighton's got something wrong with the servo, and it's kind of buried down in there, so I can't tell what it's doing. But that kid ran it into a tree at full blast, and it looked like it didn't do any damage until they started driving it back, and the whole front right wheel was just lopsided, and dog bone had fell out. Started tearing into it there a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, I don't see anything wrong with it other than putting the dog bone back in, but there's something going on in there in that servo. I don't know if the saber got broke or if something inside the servo's stripped or what, but she definitely needs some work.
Yeah, dude, this guy's got
he did have
all kinds of
have a
extra
nice
parts.
chassis. Yeah, that page 3 or 4. He's got looks like a damn near brand new chassis. Well, it's really clean.
Yeah, is he like building like 3 of them at a time?
I think he
just bought spare parts for him and stuff. I mean, you
He
got
like-
a discontinued car. It's best to keep an inventory of spares if you're going to drive it anyway.
I mean, it's not that discontinued.
Yeah, I mean the parts will dry up pretty quickly though. Probably not within the next couple of years, but I mean eventually it will. So might as well grab them now while they're cheap, because once they start getting rarer, the parts price starts going up.
he's gonna have some money on his hands with this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like brand new when he gets done with it, though. All right. Well,
Yeah.
as far as he is, that's why I love the restores. I've only done a couple since I've been back in the hobby. I mean, I tore a bunch of them down back in the day and kind of cleaned them up basically, but they weren't really old back then. But
I don't think I'd have the patience for something like this, man. This is like,
it's fun, man. It's just the hunting for parts, and then once you find them, and you start getting the car put back together like brand new. It's like it's kind of exciting,
rewarding.
Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorite parts of this hobby is just fixing them back up.
My stupid
Wait, you're what? You're what?
My dishwasher thing.
One more time. I think he's dropping in and out. How is he gonna fix this here?
It's my headphone jack on my phone.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. I was saying that my dishwasher's being stupid.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you hear like a that's it's probably gonna do it again, so I probably should just like mute myself.
You're good. We don't hear nothing.
No, you can't hear that stuff in the background. Discord is really good at filtering out anything that's not voice. It's got a really good filter, better than any other software I've ever used.
Oh, if you guys hear it, it's not on me.
Yeah, yeah, we won't hear it.
We give you permission.
Shane's got a Shane's got a Grey
There
Wolf.
goes
He's got
again.
a blow dryer, one of the high-speed fans that you use to blow out computers,
Yeah.
and that thing, I guess it's supposed to be super duper loud, and he'll be using it, and I can barely hear it. You know, kind of crazy. He's like, man, I can't believe you can't hear that.
I know I can't cuss, but I want to take this thing out and toss it outside.
Oh, you're all right. This is Discord. This ain't the forum. Let's see.
It hates me.
New.
Look at
Oh,
those are some old school CVs.
Mm-hmm.
Spring
Yeah,
retainers.
those look
Ugh.
like those rear ones look like they're re-advised.
Oh, those look like MIPs. Those other ones down there.
The CVs.
Yeah, those are RC10s. Yeah, RC10 anniversary. They kind of look like those the MIP ones that I saw. I don't remember which car I was looking at them for, but they were kind of like that, bigger and beefier. So those are worn out. Huh.
3D printed his own Nerf bars. Heat forming everything. RCTalk.com logo. Mud flaps. This thing wins, dude.
Yeah. Oh, is this the same guy that did the 3D printed mud flaps?
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Let me see. I gotta go check this out. Did I?
2 features in 1 month, dude. He's a madman. Or she, I don't
I
know.
guess I did. I don't typically try to do that, but oh well.
Well, I mean, it's such an incredible
I know.
build, and like I mean the mud flaps, even the flap thread is like, super
Yeah.
interesting. The amount of trial and error he went through to get
Yeah.
to there.
I said that when I first got my 3D printer. It's like I can't wait to see what they're doing in 10 years. You know, and that was 10 years ago.
Mm.
And now you got the Elegoo carbon that the XJTRC or whatever his name is that 3D printed that yellow Jeep and the red Jeep.
Yeah, that thing was sick.
It's like, yeah, this is like amazing.
Now, did he design that himself, or did he just download the file?
He downloaded the models. You can download the files off of I can't remember was it CG Trader that he got it from? I can't remember, one of those websites he bought the models from.
You had posted earlier with that I Play with Rocks member a 3D printer for, I think it was on sale for $250.
That's the same one that he's got that he printed.
Dude,
those on.
I
That's
was
an amazing
so
printer for
so
$267.
tempted to buy that thing, man.
Because mine will run. I can run mine comfortably at 50 millimeters per second, and
No.
it does okay. I mean, it says it can do 60, but if I print anything at 60, it's something I don't care how it looks, you know. But
Yeah.
that printer does like 300 millimeters per second with ease. So it's just, I mean, a print that would take me 12 hours, you can knock it out on that one in just 2 or 3 hours.
Is that still on sale?
Yeah, that's not really a sale. They've been around
Oh,
$270 for the last 6 months.
dude, I'm beyond tempted to get one.
Yeah, if I was going to get one and you wanted to get an FDM, I would get that one. And as far as the resin printers, the Elegoo is the Elegoo, yeah, this is the Saturn Ultra. That's the one that Lost in the Woods got. He got the older version of the Ultra. They got one now. It's got a 16K resolution screen on it. That's supposed to be better. I think they had some problems with it when it first came out, though. So
It's like everyone's got
I
one
had,
except for me.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're cheap enough now. Everybody should be buying one. I mean, just to play around with it, because anybody can use them. I mean, Mason didn't think he would be able to use it. We kind of talked him through it. It's not that hard. There's
Mm.
plenty of videos out there on whichever printer you buy. I mean, the 3D modeling is the hardest part of it, but there's so many models out there you can download. But
Well,
I don't.
I'm thinking about getting into figurine painting after doing that head for my Bushido. That was kind of fun.
Yeah,
So being
yeah,
able to 3D print some
yeah,
figurines and whatever RC parts I might need would be pretty cool.
yeah. Yeah, that's one thing. If I was going to do figurines and stuff, I'd make sure and get a resin printer instead of the FDM because the resin printers will print those things like they'll look like molds.
Yeah, and that's the one that you linked.
No, that's if they're both on Elegoo. If you go to Elegoo and look at their resin printers, it's the
Okay.
Saturn 4 Ultra, I think.
Okay.
It's the one it's one that's got 16K resolution. Even the 12K that Lost in the Woods has got.
Mm-hmm.
If you just search the forum for him and the and it being a 3D printer thread, he printed some interiors for that Vanquish. What was that one? The Optic 10 or whatever the hell it was. The one that came out and they didn't tell you what color you was getting. Here's what I'm talking
Oh,
about. The
I
BS
think it was
was it
the
the
optic.
BS10? Yeah. Well, he printed some interiors for that thing, and they just look. I mean, they look like they came out of a mold. And that was the older version of the printer. So, I mean, if I was going to buy one, I'd probably buy the old one because it's plenty good enough for what I'd use it for. But I mean, if you want better resolution, the 16K is supposed to be better. But like I said, it's newer and they had some troubles with it when it first came out. I didn't even notice. I don't think I noticed his mud flaps. If I did, I forgot all about him. His
What's
RC10
that?
mud flaps that he did for this SC10,
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
the
I just
RC10
finished
for the
scrolling through
RCTalk.
this one. Let's check those out. All that work for some mud flaps, man.
Yeah. Once you get going, man, you can't stop until you get it right.
40. What condition are these ones in that he linked? Uh oh, I scrolled too far. So he linked some on eBay, $40. Look like they're in pretty good condition. But he printed his own instead.
Yeah. Oh, that's in New Zealand. He's from. Yeah, that's right. He's in New Zealand, so
Well, so
I told him
it's
what that cost is.
$40 US, 41, and then in New
Oh,
Zealand,
okay. I
71.19.
see. I see him now. That's some expensive mud flaps.
Yeah, it is.
The ones I was buying for mine, and those actually look like they might be the same hole pattern and stuff as the ones I have on my Triple X. But I think they was $19, and they got a cool skull on them, and there's multiple colors, and
So he's got a vinyl cutter he's using to cut these out.
mm-hmm.
And then
He's
laser.
got a
Dude, this
laser.
guy's.
He's got a laser. He's got a 3D printer, and he's got a vinyl cutter.
He's got
He's
like
got the whole gamut.
a whole shop set up for restoring RC
Mm-hmm.
cars or something.
Yeah. I think it's cool how that laser put that texture in that skull that he
Yeah,
engraved
yeah.
in there. I would have never thought. I guess you can turn them down so they're not so powerful. But that's one thing I really want to get is a laser. But when I was first started looking at them, you can't cut carbon fiber with them. I mean, if you get one that's really powerful, you could, but those are super expensive. But that's where that Johnny Diamond, he bought a little CNC router to cut carbon fiber with.
That
I'd
would be
love to be
nice.
able
So,
to design some SCX 24 chassis and stuff, but then you got that carbon fiber, man. That stuff is just nasty.
yeah. So a
I
CNC
wouldn't want
router, is that something that you like put a program into and then it cuts automatically, or is that finessing by hand?
it depends on what software you use. If you buy one of those kit routers that you buy, they'll typically use a Some of them use Mach 3, and maybe they're on Mach 4 by now. It's an open source software that runs, 3D CNC. They call them rip wrap CNC machines. That's got the little stepper motors. It's just like a 3D printer,
Okay.
but it's got a spindle motor on it. I mean, they're all about the same damn thing. But some of them will come with their own software. You can actually get like I'm not sure if Bobcat has a CAM package that you can get. Bobcat's like a free package. You can program it manually. I mean, as far as running a CNC router, G&M code isn't that complicated to figure out. It's just it's go here in X and Y, and it'll
Mm-hmm.
travel to that point in X and Y. And then if you want to cut an arc from that point, you would either give it a GO3 or a GO2, and then you tell it the stopping position and the radius that you want to cut. And it's as simple as that. I mean, it's it's a little bit more work to manually write one out, but it's not that difficult. But yeah, there's software out there that you can just bring your part in and trace around it, and it'll generate the tool path for you. It's not terribly difficult. Same thing with the printers. I mean, the 3D printers aren't much more. They're pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
There's an initial learning curve, but once you get a few prints in under your belt, you start figuring out what does what, and then you start having some problems. And once you have this problem, next time you have that problem, you can diagnose it a lot faster. And just they're not terribly difficult.
Holy cow.
I wreck too much to be able to have a 3D printer.
Well, that's what they're good for, right?
Well, that's one thing about the 3D printers. They have stepper motors. They have little, like the Walmart RC cars. When you try to turn too far, it goes click, 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 click. 3D printers will do that too. They've got a little breakaway clutch inside of them, so if you crash them, they just keep on ticking.
Oh, like, I mean, I would probably go through parts like crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shit, you should see the freaking truckload of parts I've thrown away.
Like, oh, broken arm.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I'd use them for. I wouldn't use a 3D printer for RC parts that are going to take a beating. I did a shock tower for my drag slash, and I did the front bulkhead, but it's designed in such a way that it shouldn't break. But and then it's on a drag car, so the body's got everything kind of protected up front, so it shouldn't have too much trouble breaking. But if it does, I'll just print another one. That's
Oh,
one thing
believe me,
nice
I've
about 3D
broken some
printers.
stuff without even realizing it. Just
Yeah,
stupid mistakes like, oh, I hit the brakes too fast. And then
yeah.
back up into a curb.
I haven't had too many bad breaks or wrecks over the years.
It
The
was just
worst
like
one I had,
stupid stuff.
yeah, the worst one I had was my Kyosho Javelin. When this is the first really fast RC car I'd ever had. I was only 16, and I was driving it across this field, and I turned around, and was coming back towards me, and we lived out in the country. And my dad had a big 55-gallon drum that he burnt, just stuff in, just a burn barrel. And I'm coming back towards me. Probably I don't. That car probably did 30, 35 mile an hour or so. And it instead of turning right like I should have, I turned left because it was coming at me. I was in reverse, right, looking at the car backwards, so the controls were reversed. And I just, was new, and I slammed that thing head on into that trash can, and it shoved the front wheel. The trash can was kind of rusty on the bottom, and it shoved the whole front end of that car inside that trash can. And I thought for sure when I pulled it out, it was going to be in pieces, but it didn't break a damn thing on that thing. I was so surprised. It, I've had, I think the worst crash I've actually had was that kid crashing that Creighton doing 65 mile an hour and slamming into that tree. But other than that, I've been pretty fortunate. I
How
don't get
did
too crazy with Mercies.
how'd my DR10 make the featured?
I don't know.
Because it was a cool build.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
making the videos, dude. So like I made that crawler video, and it's so much work, so much more
Mm-hmm.
work than making a drag video. Because drag racing, you're sitting there for 10 minutes while your tires are drying, your battery's charging, you got time to
Mm-hmm.
film. Whereas crawling,
Yeah,
you
and then
kind of
you're
just
just you're
go
just
go
standing there and the
go.
car runs away from you. You're just filming it run away. But the crawlers, you got
Yeah,
to move the camera here, move it there, move it there.
yeah.
Yeah, you need a camera crew. Then you need
I
somebody
can't
to
wait
edit
to
the videos.
can't wait till you get a new outlaw.
For me,
Yeah,
yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the oh, what was it? The what is it? R1 Works. Just because they put so much
Oh,
money and they
oh yeah.
invest so much into the no prep scene, whereas Associated, I mean it's an awesome kit, the Associated one, but they just discontinued it after the hype went away, and it's like, come on, man, it's
they
still
did.
alive, it's still growing.
It's
I
still
thought
there.
the DR10M.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
there.
yeah, you can still buy that one. The
Well,
other
I mean,
ones
you
they
could
got rid of, the ready runs and stuff.
the DR10M I thought was discontinued.
It was there last time I looked.
Let me check. DR10 kit out of stock on Associated.
That just could be the
Um,
new season coming up.
um, but if you check like Horizon
It's still for sale on A-Main.
on they got it. So like people have them in stock, but like on Horizon, you can see they've got them labeled as discontinued.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which
Oh,
is
that's Horizon.
The actual race kit.
the DR10M kit.
DR10M. This isn't an M.
Yeah, mine's
Is it?
just a DR10. I don't know if they make the DR10 anymore either.
They still do.
This one doesn't. This one doesn't say discontinued. It's just a DR10 electric drag car race kit.
And plus, Horizon has nothing to do with Team Associated, so they're kind of.
What? Well, I mean, I wonder if like Horizon got word from Team Associated that the kit's no longer available, because I've been on the notify list for directly from Team Associated for the DR10M for about 3 months to
No, the M is that the dirt track car?
well, it's a similar chassis. The what's that? The D That's the DR10M, I think. But it's the same chassis, just longer for the drag version.
You could just get an SR10M and just get a
That's
DR10M
what it is.
chassis.
It's the SR10M.
It's the same. It's the same stuff.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah. It's
same
it's like the exact
same
same
shaft
thing,
power.
just the chassis short. I don't know. My local hobby shop does have the DR10M, and we'll see. We'll see when the time comes. I still want to get
Oh,
my
wait a minute.
DR10. I still want to get it to, kind of as fast as I can once I put that four turn in, and then I'm gonna do a VXL outlaw on the slash, and then after all that's done, I'll start looking at a mid motor car to be real competitive.
See, there's the Proline Nova body. I was meaning to grab one of those, and I saw a while back Horizon said that they was discontinuing it, and there it's still on their site, and it does not say discontinued. So
So
they must have got
Horizon
a
is
bunch of
weird.
complaints.
Horizon is weird.
yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
I think they're just trying to do some clout chasing because they got into it with Team Associated.
You know what? If Team Associated did discontinue the DR10M, I think, or what is it? I think it would be on the Associated AE Club. As a discounted kit. Let me see if I can
Okay,
log
now
in real quick.
there is the DR10 two-wheel drive, the drag car, and it does say discontinued. But what was that other one? Now the two ready runs, I know they're discontinued, but on A main, well, that's the same damn car. Lucas Oil. No. Let me see. Let me just try to search for this part number on Horizon and see if what that says.
Yeah, I feel like so on the Associated Club, I think the most of the models that are on here are ones that are getting ready to be discontinued or phased out or something. Dude, I got that Enduro 24 Ecto.
Uh huh.
What a piece of junk.
It's it's the it needs some upgrades. Now there is a guy on the forum that had one, and it was the first one I've seen anybody just go through and mod the hell out of them. And was it? I can't remember who it was, but there is one on the forum where somebody hopped one up, and they put a lot of nice stuff on it. It actually looks like it's a pretty decent kit after that. But the motor's probably pretty weak in it, right?
I think it runs 1S. It's got a bigger motor than the SCX 24. Where is mine? Let me take a look at it real quick.
I remember when it came out, I thought I saw somebody saying something about the power. It didn't have a lot of power.
Yeah, I've already put some bigger tires on it, but now I got to get some hex extenders. The motor is slightly bigger than what comes on the SCX 24. I'm pretty sure it's a 1S battery. I mean, I guess if you're comparing stock to stock, it's not horrible, but it's all Phillips hardware.
Uh,
It's got body clips. It's a pain to get to the switch. You got to take all the body clips out. The tires are itty bitty.
does it have the .7 wheels and tires on it?
It's got.
They smaller than the SX24.
I can do a side by side comparison. Let me just find out. So
I bet they've got the .7s on them that RC four-wheel drive uses on their.
here's the that's the Ecto, and these are the SCX 24. What is that? The Lexus GX. So the SCX 24 substantially larger.
Yeah,
Oh,
those
they're
are
wet.
those are those are the .7s.
Yeah. But I went ahead and I put some 1-inch wheels on it with I think they're 56 millimeter tires. But I don't want to do too much to that thing.
All right, what are you talking about? Oh, now it does say discontinued. Damn it! Never mind. Never mind.
What's
It
up,
does not
Slash?
say discontinued on AMAN.
Now does A Main mark things as discontinued?
I'm pretty sure they. Well, yeah, when they're discontinued, but maybe they're just not doing it because they still have stock. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me see.
So it does say limited quantities available.
You know what?
So
I can ask my hobby shop guy directly and find out.
I'm saying it's probably discontinued. But when I talked to Associated when I was doing the body for the DR10
Yeah.
because I kind of sent him an email and I said, this is real shitty. I'm like, I've had this DR10 for a couple of years now, and I finally decided to start working on it and find out you discontinued the damn thing. It's like this is such a pain in the ass. You get something like this, and you know, I hate and it's like discontinue the car all you want. I mean, there's no reason you can't still have some parts for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the good thing about it is, all those RC10s for the most part are just, the same parts rearranged.
Yeah, that's why there's a lot of them. A lot of them are the same parts. They get too lazy and don't want to re-engineer anything.
I mean, every company does it. Traxxas,
Mm.
Traxxas, all their stuff's
It's,
just about the same.
yeah, it's
Arma,
actually a good thing in a way because
yeah,
it's like you can always find parts.
kind of makes it easier on everybody.
But yeah, I don't think I would. As far as if you're going to build a nice drag car or anything really, just even an SCX 24, if you want to do something, you want to put a lot of mods in it. It's buying a ready to run or anything like that. It's just a waste of money by the time it's all said and done because you're going to throw half those parts away or throw them in a parts bin that you'll never use again. You know,
Yeah.
I've got enough shit in there to build probably 3 SCX 24s now, if not 4. And it's
Yeah,
parts that are all stock parts, and it's just I won't use them.
I found that out the hard way with my SCX 24. Now I've almost got two of them. If I get another set of axles, I'll have two SCX 24s.
Yeah,
Which is the plan. I want to do four-wheel steer with
yeah.
the Endura axles on the rock buggy, and then once I get that going, I'll have two of them, a stock one and the rock buggy.
Yeah. What else was on there? I haven't been on the forum a whole lot in the last couple, 2 or 3 weeks. I've been
Yeah,
playing
man,
guitar, building a
you've been
computer, and
busy.
just doing a lot of different stuff. I haven't been messing with it. I haven't even been in the RC room other than to go in there and grab a tool that I need to put this computer together.
You've got an RC
Let's see.
room.
Yeah, well, two, if you really want to get technical. I started
Calling
out
me
in one bedroom.
jealous.
I started out in one bedroom, and then I was kind of like I stopped sleeping in my bedroom because my back and stuff. It's better to sleep in my recliner, so I just been sleeping in my recliner. So I turned, and that was the room. My bedroom was where I had my RC stuff in, and then I had this other. I got 3 bedrooms in this apartment, and so I had this other spare bedroom, and it had the sink in there. And I thought, well, I can move my airbrush in there. And then I got water right there, and I put a table in, and it's just basically it's just full of RC shit now. I need a bigger room actually, but I don't know. I'm thinking about moving the paint booth and stuff back to this other bedroom, and I'm actually wanting to get one of those. I'd like to get into the mini Z stuff and get one of those small tracks and throw in there because it's just a big
Yeah,
open room.
yeah.
There's nothing I would need for the rest of the room, so I can just throw one of the tracks down. Catch
All
those
right.
Kyosho ones every once in a while for a couple $100. And then HPI, it's got his little badass drift car that he's building.
Dude, that
That
thing.
thing
All
is
right,
just
let's
insane.
actually pull that up real quick. I got it
Yeah,
bookmarked. I was gonna go over it tonight. That one's insane, dude. Let me see. Where's the
yeah.
first page at? Was this the first page? Where was the? It was the what? What did you buy? What did you get in the mail today? With the
What's
first
that?
time he posted about it.
Oh yeah. He was talking about. Well, actually, I think he posted in the. Yeah, he posted that he ordered it, and then it showed up, and he started a thread on it pretty much right away. Yeah, he's got better pictures than you can see on the internet of this damn thing. It's just.
Dude, like, because when I saw it, I thought it was a tenth scale.
Yeah, I know. I know. I didn't. I remember he said he was buying one, right? And then when he posted this thread, and I came in here, I started looking at it. I was the same way. I even knew that he was talking about buying the 24 scale. And when I saw this, I was thinking it was 10 scales as well, And it's just like, then when I
Yeah.
saw it in his hand, I'm like, oh shit, that's that 24 scale. It's like, holy crap, man, that thing is nice. But if you go to Heli Direct or RC Direct RC, they're both the
Mm-hmm.
same company. They're also Heli Direct, Direct RC, and Puritech USA is all the same shop. Just in case you didn't know. Um, but that's where this. I think that's where he got this kit from. But they had one that popped up on there. Well, I think it was a couple of years ago. It was like $300 or $400 for this damn kit, and it's got an adjustable chassis length, and it was basically made to use the monogram and the Revell model kit bodies on it. And
Mm-hmm.
it was a drift car or a touring car. I can't remember. I think it was a drift car. But since then, they've got like 3 or 4 of these kind of cars on there that are this high end. Carbon fiber this, aluminum that, and they're just insane little cars. But they've got this ain't the only one they've got on that side. They've got 3 or 4 really badass little. It's kind of like to compete with the mini Z's, I guess.
Yeah. No, like
But I mean,
I saw it in the what'd you get in the mail today thread, and like for like 2 days, I was like, oh, that's a tenth scale, and then he started
mm-hmm,
his build thread, and
yeah,
my mind was just blown the amount of detail that's in that thing.
yeah. Yep, that's probably I don't know where it's made, but I'm guessing Japan or something.
Belt drive. That's a tiny, tiny belt. Adjustable chassis. That's crazy.
hmm Yeah, you just loosen them screws, and then the chassis length extends.
That's
You can make
wild,
it
dude.
the wheelbase. Can't remember what the wheelbase goes
Yeah,
from
it
here
was.
to
It
there,
was
but it's
this
basically you could take
picture.
one of those 24 scale or 28 scale body and stick on it.
It was. I don't know if you're watching the Discord. It was this picture here that I was like, oh, that's not a tenth scale. Thing
Yeah.
crazy small.
Yeah, that's one that when I saw that, I'm like, oh yeah, he was buying the 24 scale. That front end that he put on there is look at that.
What's that?
Holy cow! I didn't.
Oh yeah,
He
the
changed the
the
front end out on it.
the most
The
recent update.
moonwalk. Yeah. Look at that crap. What in the hell?
I'm surprised he
Huh?
could find a body for it. I guess is that just like a is it like a mini Z body
That's
that
a
he
model.
used or
It's an RX-7. It's just one of those model kit bodies from like Revell that you buy the
oh
the Walmart.
so
Yeah.
it's a hard body.
Oh, that's actually
Uh,
a Tamiya body that he's got though. It's a
yeah, I don't.
124 scale Tamiya
Oh,
body. Tamiya's got a bunch of 24 scale bodies. They got the Volkswagen Bug. They've got a number of other ones that are
okay.
that are really nice model kits. I built one a long time ago, and their model kits are really nice.
Oh, so you're right. It's an actual okay. Yeah, it's a whole kit. He just took the body out of it.
Yeah, yeah. That's what these cars are made for. These little 24 scalers.
Okay.
They designed them to work with model kit bodies from Revell. My my Deadpool van, my
Yeah.
SCX-24 van. That kind of kit. You could stick that body on there if you wanted to. You could
No kidding.
any of the 25th scale bodies that you see out there in the hobby stores. The little model kits that you glue together.
Yeah.
You can take any of those bodies. It's got the some of them have a really ridiculous wheelbase. Like you might not be able to get a big long station wagon, four-door station wagon body to fit on that, but
Mm-hmm.
you know. 90% of the model kit bodies out there is probably going to fit on it. That's why it's got that adjustable chassis. But then there's
That
also teams like companies like Team Blue Groove. They make a lot of 24 scale bodies. So you can find all kinds of stuff over there that they've got, but they're not detailed like this, model
that's
bodies.
absolutely insane, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just wait till he gets her done and you see it with the body on there. It's going to be sick.
Now is he like a 1/10 drifter, or did he just kind of pick this up to build it?
I I think he just saw this and had to have it. He's been out of the RC hobby for a long time. He's more into guns now.
Mm-hmm.
He's been on the forum for a long time. I mean, he was big into RC back in the day, I guess, but anymore he's more into guns. But he's got a what the hell is he's got a rock crawler, the Wraith, the Axial Wraith.
Yeah. No, last
I always
time,
wondered why.
the last what was I guess the October review, I went over his. I think it was a Traxxas build or something.
Oh,
I don't remember exactly what it was, but he's got like a whole
was
custom cage on it and everything.
it a really old thread?
Yeah, I think it was started in like 2011.
Oh, I haven't seen any of his old threads.
I forget where I saw it.
That front
And
suspension setup he put on there is crazy.
let me pull it back up.
So that's got a set screw holding the upper control arm, which is just a rod going out to a rod end. There's a set screw that lets that slide out. And then what the hell is that?
I don't know if it just
Uh,
does your toe adjustment or what. No, toe would be
That'd be camber.
toe
And then you got the back. You see that back disc thing that goes through that moon standoff or the body mount or whatever?
back disc thing
Where
through.
where it looks like a body mount back there on the chassis behind the front end there. It says moon on them. Those two black standoffs there. And then
It
it's got
says.
that disc. Does that say moon?
Wait a minute.
You got the upper control arm, and it's
Oh,
going
okay. You're
back,
looking at a
and
different
then those.
picture.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's put that upgrade kit on it, and then those discs there, they look like they are to adjust the wheelbase. The that would be adjusting the caster. It looks like because it pulls that whole arm backward. That's what that is. That's the caster adjustment. Holy shit. Huh. That's the strangest caster adjustment I've ever seen. You see what I'm talking about? Those two black standoffs that say moon on them, and then it's got that one rod with the disc on the end of it, and it slots
Oh
into that
yeah,
upper control arm.
yeah.
So that slot into that upper control arm, you loosen that set screw and you slide that front to back, and that adjusts your caster.
Oh,
Isn't that crazy?
I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know, man. I wouldn't be able to do something like that. That is too small. Too. I don't. I feel like it would be
Well,
almost like I wouldn't be able to get it centered perfectly.
it looks like you just got it shoved all the way forward, but basically all you'd have to do is just get you a drill bit or whatever and stick it behind that disc and slide it back against it and lock it down.
Oh
And then
yeah,
adjust from there. With shim stack or feeler gauges or whatever.
yeah.
When you get into that small stuff, I mean, it wouldn't be too hard.
I can't wait
That's
to
the craziest
get a running
setup I've
video of
ever
that
seen.
thing, dude.
I know. Yeah, I was watching some on. There's some on YouTube that I was checking out
The drift
when
art
they
builds.
the little 24 scale drifters. Yeah, there's some pretty cool videos of them on there.
I'm gonna pull one up.
It's actually the way I found them was let's see, Hilly. It wasn't a. I don't think it was a drift art one. I believe. Let me see. Cars. Monster truck drift cars. I think it was the G Force. Yeah, they got the drift art. Oh no, it was the Super G. The Super G was the one I found.
A
They've
drift
got
art
the
Super
drift
G.
art. Tree for no, it's not a drift art. It's a Super G. Is
Okay.
the brand. They got
Okay.
a G Force. They got a Super G and the drift art. And they've got an Atomic, which is a road racer. And then they've got there's a Super G RTS. There's a yeah. If you want to see some really, there's an Atomic DRZ3. If you go to Heli Direct and look at the little drift cars, you'll shit, dude. There's some really sick looking kits on here. The let's see, that was 238 for that one. They're expensive. 245 for the Super G. The Super G was the first one they had on their site, and I fell in love with that thing, man. I wanted that thing bad, but it was just so much money.
So this is like an actual like 24 scale drifting is like a big thing then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's big over in Japan and stuff for
Oh man,
sure.
there's got a
And
price tag on them.
oh yeah, yeah. That's what I was telling everybody, man. It's like when you make a small car like that, it doesn't mean that it's less material, so it's going to be cheaper. It just means your tolerances are going to be a lot tighter, so it's going to be more expensive. Because material ain't shit when it comes to how much is in an RC car.
Oh, they got some
Just
WL Toys
do they
on Heli
really?
Direct. Yeah, WL Toys is on Heli Direct. Nothing. Oh, it comes up as nothing found. I guess they used to.
It was probably something they thought about, and then they got one sent to them. They're like, nope.
No, this is crap.
Yeah, the G-Force one is that one. Look at the little G-Force one, man.
Yeah, let's pull it up.
That,
G4. So
that
we got
little
two
Sunday show.
products. Oh, if it'll load. Oh, there it
They're
is.
they're
The
they're both sick.
TT24 or the
Yeah, the
128.
TT24, the 124th one.
Gee, look at that detail, dude. That is
It's
some
all carbon fiber and aluminum.
microscopic machining.
Yeah, yeah. It's when they make those billet aluminum parts like that, and they've got them super small radiuses and stuff in the corners. They've got to come in with like a 16th of an inch end mill and cut some of that shit, And it
Yeah,
just
I'm sure
when
that's where
you're
most of the
when you're
price
doing that,
comes from.
yeah, you're running 15,000 RPM, which has got that machine just screaming. and you're taking little baby cuts. It's like that little pocket. If it was a quarter-inch diameter pocket, quarter-inch width, you could knock that pocket out in about 10 seconds. But when you get down to that small stuff, it might take you 10 minutes to knock one of those pockets in there.
Now that one looks like it's got an adjustable chassis too.
Oh yeah, they all do. They
I
all do.
wonder why the 10th scales don't have that. Or at least my 10th scale doesn't have that. My associated doesn't.
It's because these are made for 128th or 124th. I think, I believe
Uh,
that's why. Because it's like when you get into the Kyosho racing, that's 128th. But this drifting scene, this drifting stuff, it's one. I think they typically run 124 scale,
are
so they'd
those
be running 124 scale bodies.
oil filled shocks? Let's see.
I don't know. I kind
I
of got.
imagine they
Oh
are.
wait. Oh, I didn't even see this son of a bitch. They've got a GL 128th Formula One chassis, $300. It's got cantilever suspension on it. Holy shit! That's a new one. I don't think I've seen that one before. Wow.
It's on Heli
It's
Direct.
Yeah, it's a GL 128 Formula One chassis. I didn't know they had Formula One in 128. I
I
guess
don't know.
because they got a body.
I can't do this small scale stuff anymore, dude. It's such a
Yeah.
pain. That thing looks crazy.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't have the carbon fiber. It got some carbon fiber on it, but it's got some plastic parts too. But it's got that cantilever suspension on there, man. That's just
Yeah.
that's nuts. And those, I doubt they're oil filled. Getting
They've
that small scale, you'd have to
they've
use alcohol for oil.
I would think they've got to be.
And,
I like how in the pictures, like it's so small that you can see the specks of dust.
yeah, yeah. You got that macro lens on it, it picks up every damn thing.
Yeah. I'll have to look at Heli Direct. I'd never been on this site before. See what they got.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
never heard of
those
them.
those Hobby Plus, the Hobby Plus CR18 crawlers that they've got on there. They've got the one. It's the Juice Up Edition.
Let me
That
see.
is a pretty badass little crawler. It's an 18th scale. So I mean, if you want something a little bigger than your SCX 24s, Doom's the one he's got a shit ton of 18th scale stuff. But Hobby Plus is a good brand. They make some nice stuff.
I just
I would say it's better than any of the 24 scale stuff out there.
I actually just bought the Hobby Plus 6x6. Hopefully it's
Oh,
here by
did you
the end of the
really?
week. Yeah, put the little SCX
You
24 on the
bastard.
back of that.
Oh, geez, there's the Indy car. There's the Formula One car. Holy shit. I didn't know they had this, man. This is crazy.
Now wait, do they have any like 10th and 8th scale stuff, or is it just all small scale?
Mostly they started out with just helicopters and stuff. Then they started getting into the cars, and that's why they came out with Direct RC website because I think it was more geared towards the car stuff.
Oh, okay.
But they still got both sites set up. So, but they've been mostly just small scale stuff. Now I do believe they have some 10th scale stuff, but not much.
Yeah, I
At
see an
least they
SCX
did.
SCX 10.3 right here.
I
It's
believe they
it's
had the Sin Racing stuff.
like the F450.
Yeah, and then they got that little Fiat Abarth, that four-wheel drive monster truck, Fiat,
Let's
but
see.
they're 12 scale. Let's see, didn't they have? Yeah, they've got the F450s on there too, and the F350s, and that new Ford Ranger they've got is pretty badass. That's 10 scale. There's a 1/8. They got a 1/8 scale Sin Racing.
There it is.
Yeah, they've got some. I don't think they have a whole lot, but actually, I seem to remember they had some armor stuff on here.
Yeah, I think I saw some Arma monster trucks.
Yeah, there's the 14th Typhons, the Groms, the Mojaves, the Gorgons. Yeah, they got everything on here. They just don't. They don't. You don't ever see them advertising this stuff. The only time, because I've been signed up for their newsletters for years,
Yeah.
and the only thing they ever advertise is the small scale stuff. I don't even when Horizon has a sale, I don't get no emails from them as far as ARMA stuff or anything, as far as I remember anyway. And they got the. I think they're about the only ones that have the next racing stuff for the small scale stuff. I don't know much about it though. If it's any good. It seems like they have some good reviews on stuff, but I've never used it. But they did have some really cool stuff. That Next Racing, NEXX, they did have
What?
some kind of unique stuff for the 24 scale crowd. If you get looking for anything for your one of your trucks.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to finish my projects that I got going right now. I just ordered that all thread for the Kyosho USA one. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get a wheelie bar for the Nitro Drag Slash. I just got a new body
What'd you get?
for my DC-10. I wasn't too happy with how the van body came out. That one was pretty hard to paint, but I got a pre-painted one, Hyundai.
Well, it looks good to me.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, you got to see it in person. I'd be ashamed to show up at a track with that thing, man. I don't know what happened
Put
to
some
my.
stickers on it, man. Nobody will even notice.
I don't know what happened to the mask, but it like bled through or something, and then the body's so thin in some spots, just handling it cracked. But oh well, win some,
That's
lose
pretty
some,
cool
I
body.
guess.
Yeah, it's all right. Like I said,
All
just
right.
slap a bunch of stickers on it. Go inside and put some Matsugu and the fiberglass tape on it.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Looks
want to
great.
affect my weight bias at all.
Yeah.
I want to
And
win
what
some
would you put
comps
that
with
on?
that thing.
The drift? Yep.
It's an associated DC-10.
Oh, okay.
I'm buying like all associated stuff now because I'm on that AE club.
Yeah. That was my favorite back in the day, man. I was a big RC10 fan. I had uh, the B2, the B3. I got a B4 right now. Um, the old vintage stuff. I love the way they drove, man. The old RC10 B3 that I had was the B2 was just basically stock, um, and the B3 I bought everything I could get for that damn thing. It was carbon fiber everywhere and just a super nice car. And then somebody stole
Oh, well, hey, the next build I have bookmarked is your Project Doomsday
it.
SCX 24.
Yeah, that one's on the back burner until I get a better printer.
That was not finished
Uh,
yet.
no, I mean, I didn't even get it driving because the electronic box that I put on there, um, I'm using an FDM printer, and that's such small stuff, and it's got small details. It really needs to be printed on a resin printer. So that was my original plan for Black Friday was to buy that resin printer that Lost in the Woods got, the same one he's got, and so I could get back on some of those 3D print jobs I need to do because I need that detail. But then, of course, I use Fusion 360 to do all my 3D modeling, and it was a couple months ago or a month and a half ago, when it was, got a message in Fusion 360 that said that you had to have Windows 11 to continue using Fusion 360. And my computer that I had did not support Windows. I couldn't run Windows 11 on it. At least I
Hmm.
didn't think I could at the time. Come to find out, I could have. But anyway, hindsight. And now I've dumped all my money in this damn computer, and I can't afford to buy a 3D printer. So
All in time,
it's
right?
just it's just another project. I've got everything. Everything's done for it. I was actually ready to start painting it, and I was waiting for warm weather, and then the warm weather came and went, and it's just I'm not happy with the 3D printed stuff on that job. So,
Yeah. So I
but,
get did Doom sent you a whole almost
yeah, he sent
completed
me that
chassis?
chassis. Yeah, yeah. It comes with all that stuff on there. I think he added the servo.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Let me pull up that thread. Wait, what? What happened?
I just go to your notifications. I'm liking everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he added the motor and the servo. I'm not sure what else. I think it comes with just the chassis, the shocks, the axles, and the wheels and tires. Um, but the problem with it was, I think this is made by Mias Racing,
Okay.
MEUS.
Yeah. Okay.
So just so you know, this is the second. I bought that Mias Racing Fun Haver or whatever that thing is, the Broncos looking thing that comes with a chassis and a body and all that stuff. And I ended up buying the Mias isokinetic axles and the rear axle. Yeah, I'm screwing the shocks on, and the bottom shock mount on the axle was just completely boogered up inside. I started running the screw in; it
Mm.
was going just fine, and I'm just running it in. Just I'm using my fingertips, and it just stuck. And I was like, well, let me see. It was going smooth. Maybe I can power through it. And I started powering, just turning it a little bit, and it just kept getting tighter and tighter. And then I went to try to back it off. I didn't even have it that tight, man. I've dealt with small screws in the machining world forever.
Uh
And I
huh.
went to back this son of a bitch off, and it just twisted right off. And
Mm.
this is a hole that you cannot get to with a drill bit. So I ended up having to buy a 4 inch long uh, M 1.5 millimeter drill or some shit, whatever it was, to drill that thing out. If you look through the thread, you'll see. Well, that's not on this; it's on that other thread. But then I think this is Mias too, because Mias is the only ones that they started selling that frame, that 6x6 frame, the chassis,
Yeah.
and then all the parts started coming out, and some of these parts just look like Mias to me. But almost every part on that damn chassis had a stripped hole. It was
Okay.
just it's like every time I turned around, and that transmission, the bearing journals inside that transmission were so sloppy that if you put the transmission together and put the pinion on the motor, you could actually wiggle the spur gear far enough to where it would completely disengage from the pinion. So there was it wasn't even
Holy
touching it. You
cow.
could. That's how bad the bearings were inside of it. The bearings were also sloppy. So it wasn't just the bearing journals that were sloppy, because I ended up buying new bearings and found out that wasn't the problem. And I ended up buying the new transmission housing. And then by the time I got all that shit done, it's like there it fits. Everything works good in it. But it's got a Trill transmission housing on it now. But yeah, it was kind of a basket case, but it's a really cool build.
Yeah. It's gonna be sick.
just, just having a little 6x6. I don't particularly like those shocks on there. The springs, well, the springs were really stiff. I mean, I could have set one of those, like a wall brick that you'd build a brick house out of. I could
Uh,
have set one of them on top of it and not collapse the springs. And
it
I'm barely exaggerating.
seems like 24 scale springs are kind of
Yeah,
hard to perfect.
the best ones are the ones that come stock on the SCX 24s. Believe it or not,
Yeah. My
those things
Enduro
are.
ones that I got on the rock buggy are, damn near the same thing. They're rock hard. Mix that with the binding of the shocks.
Yeah,
You got
yeah,
like no flex on that thing. It's almost rigid.
yeah. They just lock up when you try to go over something. Yeah, that's the problem with them. Too much slop. That's what I mean about the small scale stuff. The tolerances have to be tighter, because if they're not,
Yeah.
then your shocks won't even compress because they just lock up. But the what I do is you can buy just about any spring you want off of eBay. You just got to know what
Hmm.
you're looking for, and you got to know you measure your wire diameter, you measure your overall diameter, and then you measure your length with it being not unsprung. And you
Yeah.
can typically go on eBay and you can find a spring that's got smaller wire diameter, that's got all the same other, the same OD and same length.
Yeah.
That's what I end up doing with that. And now the springs that are on there are so soft that it's by the time I get it done, it's probably going to be just completely bottomed
Bottomed
out.
out.
Hmm. Which is kind of where I like the crawlers to be anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready to run no springs on that rock buggy, but it's just a work in progress. So I'm already tired of that thing dealing with those itty bitty parts. It's so small.
It's like it's either people love the 24 scale stuff or they can't stand it because it's too hard to work on.
I mean, it's awesome. You know, I mean, I'd like to do more builds. It's just it's hard to work on. I guess
Yeah,
I don't got the hands for it.
yeah. It's a I was into N scale model railroading crap back in the day, which is I think was that 1/160th. I can't even remember what the scale is now. 1/160th scale or some shit like that. And then and I thought that was a challenge. I mean, that was super challenging back then. But then you see these guys and they're messing with ones that are Z scale and they're I 1/240th scale. I don't remember. And they're
One
building
two
little
fortieth,
yeah.
like
It's a because you
240.
yeah 200 or 240. I can't remember what the Z scale
Holy
stuff is.
cow!
But like this guy was building a service center, like a garage, right?
Yeah.
And in Z scale. And if you picked it up and put it in your hand, the whole entire garage did not even take up the cup in the palm of your hand. And it was super detailed gas pumps, hoses on the gas pumps, and it had just little details inside the service center. It's like, man, how did you do that shit? Yeah, they have whole entire train layouts inside of a briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
A small briefcase too, not a big one. I mean, you pop this briefcase open, and there's a complete track layout in there, and it's got curves, it's got mountains, it's got tunnels, and it's got this little train that runs around it. It's just crazy. But yeah, I grew up on the small scale stuff. So the SCX 24s, they're kind of giant to me compared to what I'm used to working on. So they don't bother me. Plus, you got to have one of them headset things. You got the magnifying lenses, and the lights and shit.
Yeah. I'm not about that, man.
You can't worry about what you look like in it, of course. But yeah, they help out a lot.
So you ordered a whole new
Oh,
chassis for this thing?
no, the chassis is about the only thing on that truck that I didn't have to replace. The axles, you still there?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Got me?
somebody cut out. Yeah, so the axles are still the original. Actually, no, I take that back. I put a Super 8 axle on the front from Little Guy Racing. Um, the shocks what came with it, the chassis rails, the servo mount. I had to replace the upper link trusses on the axles because there was holes stripped out on both of those. Actually, the shock mounts on the middle axle are stripped out on the axle. I've got bolts with little tiny nuts on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the only thing I think is original on it is the chassis rails and the shocks, pretty much. And then, like I said, the axle housing. But everything else has been replaced. It's just, but it comes as a complete thing. Basically, all you need to do is throw a body on it and throw a motor and a servo
Mm-hmm.
in it, I believe, when you buy it. But like I said, none of that stuff was any good, so it all had to be replaced. Doom was all like, "Oh man, I'm sorry you're having so much trouble." I'm like, dude, don't worry about it. It's like it's gonna be badass by the time I get all these parts bought.
Yeah. It's gonna be more than badass. It's gonna be crazy, dude.
Yeah, I just got to get the damn. Like I said, I got to get a better 3D printer. But I was going to just paint it and be done with it. But after it set for a while, the more I kept looking at it, I was like, man, I want to redo that damn thing. It's
So
going to have a pretty crazy paint job
you've
on it.
done quite a bit of 3D modeling for this, huh?
Yeah, that whole box that the receiver and sits in, where it covers up the motor.
Oh, I don't think I'm
Um,
that far yet.
the the Nerf guards, Nerf bars on the side, the uh, the body mounts for the front. Uh, there's a panel that mounts in between the bed. There's two panels, one on the bed and one on the cab that have magnet pockets in them. I modeled those pieces up,
I see that.
but they
I'm
kind
at that
of
right now.
yeah, that kind of failed because the magnets I got were kind of. That's another reason I wanted to reprint. I want to redo all that because it
Hmm.
didn't work as well as I wanted it to. The magnets weren't strong enough. I should have used some like thicker magnets. But what I ended up doing anyway, I'm not even going to do that now. Actually, I just remembered. I glued the bed to the body. So the body did come off the bed, and the bed was going to be stationary, going to be mounted to the frame. But after dealing with all that stuff, I just said hell with it and glued the bed to the body, so I didn't have to worry about that anymore.
No, wait, I'm not that far yet. But did you extend the bed?
I cut it off.
Cut
The
it
bed
off,
was a
and did you?
yeah. It's just two little side pieces that stick back there.
Okay.
The bed was a regular full size, the Ford Courier bed. But sadly, I didn't want to do it because it looked bad. It didn't look good on there because the bed was too short for that 6x6 chassis. But the whole body itself put together, with the bed sitting there, just like it was a cool looking little model. But I ended up cutting it up just to get what I wanted. I didn't want the full bed going back. I wanted the whole chassis and the back end to be exposed. I just wanted those little this just a little portion of the bed to be stuck back there. Kind of the same way I did my the SCX 24C10 that I did with the purple one with the trailer.
So you've damn near
It's just
got
got
this whole thing mocked up in CAD, don't you?
yeah, yeah. It's the easiest way to make parts for them, man, is to measure the frame rails, model them up, and you got to see what I did with the WPL trucks, man.
Oh
I had the
no.
ax I had the axles modeled up, the wheels, tires, all kinds of stuff modeled up on them
Those
damn
things
things.
are a mess.
Mm-hmm. The one I've got's not even on WPL anymore. The only thing WPL on it's the transmission. Everything else is 3D printed. Well, the body, the original uh, Toyota body that came on it, but the entire chassis, everything, and even the axles are from MP or MN. They're not even WPL axles underneath of it. So, but it's still a piece of shit. I've been build, I've been building that damn truck for uh, 9 years, 8, 9 years now, I think. And I'll probably never finish it. Just I get so frustrated with it every time I take it out to look at it and work on it.
I would, yeah. I had a WPL, and I started doing mods to it, and like a week later, I just threw the thing in the trash.
Mm-hmm. I've got 5 of them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, the company Edward Chu, he's their American liaison or whatever. Me and him kind of became friends on the WPL group, and he started sending me trucks. Um, and so I just accumulated them. I got the B16, the little semi one. Now that one's probably the best of all of them,
let me look
at
it
least
up.
back then. So this is a little
Oh, okay, the
small.
military one.
No, the B16. I don't think it's the military. Is it the B16 that I've got?
So the
It's not the
B16
military one.
is.
It's a little blue and white one. It's a blue and white semi truck. It's like a snub nose cab.
Let me see. Snub nose cab.
And it's got a stake side flatbed on the back of it, I believe, or something like that.
Hmm.
It might be the same one you're looking at. It might just be green now, but back in the day, it was blue with white stripe on it. I 3D printed a complete fifth wheel hitch for it, and 3D printed a flatbed trailer that I modeled up. So it's an actual semi now.
Trying to find it. So The B16 is like a
It's just a military.
'60s military truck. I'm not seeing anything that's a snub nose. Oh,
Okay.
here we go.
Blue and white.
It's not blue. I found one on Facebook, not blue and white. Check the Discord. Is that the one you got?
Yes, that's the
Okay.
same truck.
Okay.
It's just a military version of it. But I took the bed off and I found there was a guy that had modeled up a fifth wheel for it, and it actually had a little pin that you pull out to disengage the trailer. So the trailer actually slides up in there and locks in place. It's got a little spring inside that fifth wheel that pushes
Uh,
this pin over. So when the trailer locks up in there, it won't come off. And it's really cool. I was like, I got to do this. So I turned it into a semi. And then once I did that, I was like, well, I need a trailer to pull behind it. So I 3D my big printer will do 500 millimeter width, squared, cubed
uh-huh.
actually. So I printed this great big long trailer on this printer, and I ended up finding a 2-speed transmission for it. That was $56 on eBay, and it was a metal transmission. The regular WPL 2-speed transmissions are plastic. Well, this one's metal. So I got it, and it came with a motor and everything. So I put a hobby wing, the little I think it was the 30 amp ESC in it, and it had those little tiny 16 gauge wires or whatever in it, you know. And I didn't
Yeah.
think anything about this motor being, you know, it's a crawler. It's supposed to be a crawler, right? So I get this thing all built, get the trailer behind it, and I give the remote to Braden. I take it outside. I want to get a video of it. And this little truck is running probably 35, 40 mile an hour. That motor that was on it was just ridiculously fast. And it was kind of like, I don't remember if it was like the morning time and there was dew on the grass or what, but he's having a hard time controlling this son of a bitch, right? And he goes off the pavement, off the parking lot pavement, and goes through the grass, and the grass is wet, and it just shoots up this great big puff of smoke. And he's still trying to
Uh,
drive it. I said, "Stop, stop, stop!" And I went out and grabbed it, and it had melted the wires going to the motor because it was just too small of wires for that motor,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was going. I thought it was a regular crawler motor like the rest of them had. That's so much quick. So, and then that project, it's been sitting ever since. And I just like, yeah, that's when I kind of started getting all the WPL stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with this junk. But that one was actually a pretty cool kit. I had that thing crawling up we was doing a crawling competition so you could climb the steepest angle. And I think I had that thing crawling up a 56-degree incline or some shit like that. It was crazy.
Let me see what else I've got bookmarked. Yeah, so I don't know. The WPL stuff, I think if you leave it stock, it's good for what it is, but once you try to start upgrading it, it's just
Yeah. You're upgrading junk with more junk. And it's even worse junk than the stock junk.
yeah. I've got Ritz's first drag car bookmarked. That RJ Speed Pro Mod.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, those
Yeah,
are all cool. I'd love to build a couple of them RJ Speed cars.
it's got me really interested in it actually.
Yeah, they've always been cool. I mean, they used to be bowling back in the day, and the bowling cars were, you know, they was always pretty cool. But there's not a whole lot to them, you know, just a flat chassis with,
Yeah,
you know,
there's
straight
really
axle going through.
I don't think there's much tuning you can do to them. And I remember from what Johnny built a nitro. Was it a nitro Pro Mod or was it a nitro rail? But even
Johnny
Johnny
DMV?
couldn't. Yeah, oh,
I don't,
yeah. Here, let me.
I don't remember that one.
He called it Project Uncontrollable Missile,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, I remember that one now. Yeah, I
and
remember it. I don't remember what that was. That was a
let me look it up real quick.
what chassis was that? Oh, that was the was that a Bolink or an RJ? I don't.
It
It was
was
a
an
small one. It
RJ.
was a 16th scale or something, wasn't it?
It was an RJ 10th scale. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
Let me search.
I remember it now. I remember the name, but I don't remember what it was.
How do you spell missile? It's E-L, right?
M-I-S-S-L-E.
L-E.
L-E. Did you ever look at his monster truck builds?
I, I didn't look at his builds, but I'd seen a couple of them on YouTube.
You ever see his Dragonoid?
No.
You want to talk about a thread on your next live stream? That's one that is the most insane, ridiculous. His drag cars are pretty hard to beat. But he made you ever seen the Dragonoid monster truck? It looks like a big dragon head,
Yeah.
big wings and shit on it. Well, he built that truck. He built the body out of Lexan. He built the mold to make the body, and he actually built 3 or 4 of them. And the guy that drives Dragonoid, he actually ordered one from him because he
Oh,
loved it
really?
so much. He went to a monster truck event, and that dude was there, and he showed him his truck, and the dude ended up buying one from him.
Let me go to Johnny's profile.
Just look up Dragonoid, Dragon, and then OID. And that's the only thread you'll find. That one deserves its own live stream all by itself. It's I love his drag car builds, but that monster truck build, man, that is just that body that he did is
Father of the Dragons, Bakugan Dragonoid Mole Monster Replica.
Yeah.
All right, let me. First page.
He modeled it all up in Blender.
I'm gonna bookmark this one.
And then he 3D printed the mold for the Lexan. And I believe that's where he built his vacuum table for forming the Lexan bodies that he makes.
Is that? Let me see. Weekend printing. Did he print the body or did he vacuum form it?
He printed a mold for the body.
Okay, so this is the mold I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And then he
vacuum forms the body over it.
Dude, it's so cold in this garage.
Did your doors? Is your doors just they don't have the insulation in them?
It's just sheet metal. That and then up above, I don't have any insulation.
Yeah.
I would put drywall up and throw insulation, but it's an extended garage. It used to be a 1-car garage. Now it's 1.5. And whoever did the extension didn't. I guess it's not all level, so drywall goes up kind of haggard on it.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, you could always do a drop ceiling, but kind of hard to get insulation in on a drop ceiling.
Yeah. No, I think it's easier.
Pain in the ass to put in.
They are a pain in the ass, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you just did the kind of threw some roll insulation up there, you'd be all right. But that the blow-in insulation, that stuff's kind of heavy.
Yeah, I don't know. I picked up that salamander from work, and I'm just running it. I can't do it on the stream. That thing's loud as hell, but
yeah.
All right, so I bookmarked this one.
They're not bad.
We're gonna go over this one on the next stream, but I want to get to Ritz's drag car because he's put
that one.
Good amount of work into this one. I'm just gonna. He's finally got it running. We just got to get some traction on that thing.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember that thread now.
I'm almost tempted to send. So he's got the axle, 12 millimeter hex adapters, and I've got all kinds of tires. I'm almost tempted to just send him some tires and say try these because he tried the Proline Bald Eagles, and the thing with those is they balloon so bad that you can't have any control over anything.
Yeah.
Once they start ballooning, that thing's just all over the place.
Let me see.
That RJ kit's interesting though. I've never had a pan car. I've never seen one.
They've
But
been around for, like I said, they used to be Bowlink way back in the day, and
yeah, it's so interesting how it's made versus today's cars.
yeah, it's kind of more like the old slot cars,
Yeah, yeah,
except remote control. It's basically, kind of. Then you look at the steering setup on the damn thing. It's like,
yeah. It's got those I don't know, just shafts and set screws. That would drive me crazy trying to get everything centered.
yeah, so that's going to have a solid axle. Doesn't have a differential, and don't believe in them,
Yeah,
do they?
no diff, hardly any suspension. So it uses like I guess like kind of like
Chassis.
a piece of nitro tubing as the suspension.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that rod that goes up to that center post. It's got a
Yeah.
piece of rubber tubing on it. Yeah. And all that is chassis flex. It's not even. I don't even think that back end actually pivots. I think it's just the chassis flexing for suspension.
Yeah, I wonder how you tune those to launch straight.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, Slash is still in here.
Well,
Slash might know. Where you at, dude?
Actually, actually, you can probably just use weight. Put a little weight on one side or the other.
Yeah, I guess
I'd
so. Cause
imagine.
like, so on the drag slash or on the DR10, I use shims. I guess weight would kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, you got your shocks different lengths and stuff. Your preload's different on one side than the
E-
other, so
exactly.
you just basically just throw a little lead weight on one side to compensate. I think that's what they did on the touring car and the sprint cars and all them back in the day. We never had any tracks around. Actually, Joe's Hobby Barn. I don't remember what they ran on the indoor track. They might have ran the bowling stuff in there. I don't remember. I've never. I was kind of in and out of the hobby at the time they had that indoor track going. It's a local shop here, but they
Uh
closed
huh.
up. But anyway, I seem to remember they did have some Bowlink looking cars in there one day when I stopped by, but I didn't. I wasn't into the indoor racing stuff too much, so I didn't pay much attention to it. They had a big dirt track outside that I was all wanting to get involved with, but at that time I wasn't making a whole lot of money, and those cars were $1,200-$1,300 for the low seas and the Kyo shows, and
So he linked a video of
he
it
did
of his I don't know if it was first pass or whatnot.
he did use lead weights.
I think he put the lead weights on the front
How did he?
rather than using it to tune side to side. But um, he put up a YouTube video
I'm watching
of
it
his
now.
first pass, and it's like as soon as he gives the it thing did like a barrel roll.
He's got that
Uh,
metal fuel cell in it.
yeah, that thing's cool. I wonder how much that chassis weighs. That
Probably
was a
next to nothing.
yeah. I wonder if like the ballooning, like the weight and the ballooning effect of the bald eagles might have caused it to flip like that. If that chassis doesn't weigh anything, it looks like the wheelbase is pretty short too.
Yeah, I mean it's. I don't believe like if you look at the 10th scale drag car, your DR10,
Yeah.
that thing is like 5 times the size of this little guy.
Oh yeah, that's probably going to be more towards a an on-road touring's car scale, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more actual 10th scale where yours the DR10, the slashes and them they're closer to damn near 7th scale actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that wasn't a run video. That was just showing the car. What's this one? This is like another one, same video. Yeah, I haven't really followed this thread too much. I've kind of grazed through it, but I didn't. Like I said, I haven't been on the forum a whole lot lately.
I've been all over it, dude. I'm so interested. I think I stopped getting notifications on it though because I haven't replied.
Yeah, it seems like they do that if you're not involved with
Yeah.
them for a while. Oh, now aren't those tires a little big for that car?
Yeah, and I think that might be part of the issue with this. The amount of power he's running, the size and weight of those tires. Actually, let me see. I don't know what compound foams those are, but who was I talking to about my drag slash?
Wait, what? Well, they don't look terribly big on there, I guess.
I mean, not the rears. What
What's
is
he
that?
doing with the grill?
It actually does look like it has a little bit of suspension in the back. It's got a little spring on the rear hub with a oh no, that's the front. On the front hub with a retaining clip.
Yeah.
The
I
back's
see what
just
he's done to the. You see what he did to the rear tires?
glued
He
them
put
up.
he put the mesh tape inside and we used the
Yeah,
Gorilla spray adhesive.
yeah. They probably added a little more weight too. I think it was Dynotech RC. They make a soft compound foam. I wonder if that. I think in the end he's probably going to end up having to run some what do they call it, pimp juice,
Yeah.
to get that thing to
Corn
actually
syrup.
hook up. But
Okay, there's the video.
let me see.
What is that noise?
All right, I'm gonna go mute real quick and take a leak.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Okay. So it
Much
looked to me
better.
like that car is just so light that he might have just bounced off some pebbles on the ground.
Yeah, it didn't
Those
look
those
like
bowling cars, they're supposed to be driven on like really smooth surfaces and stuff, I believe.
it didn't look like the greatest running, but like as soon as he gave it, so there was two passes in that video, and like
Mm-hmm.
the first pass he gave it the beans right out the gate, and then the second pass
Yeah.
he kind of eased into it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it's that
I think
it's the
it'd be
no
better
prep
if you had
thing.
like a big like a warehouse that had like a smooth concrete floor
Yeah.
with the
What
foamies and some tire juice on them. I think that
he's
would probably
right
be the
he's
best.
right there at Enfield RC or
Yeah.
RC Madness. They've got a track there,
Is
but
that what he was running on?
no, they've got like an actual no prep track. I guess they hold races every weekend or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think they're going to let you put pimp juice down on a no prep track. Although if he took these tires there, he might have maybe a little better results. But
It
yeah,
looks
like
like
a
he did
suit.
a burnout with those tires because it wore the middle down pretty good. It shows how much they balloon. They must have ballooned quite a bit.
Oh yeah, no, I ran those bald eagles on a couple passes, and they're pretty crazy.
That's what I'm worried about with this 4.5 turn and the Proline wide tires that I've got on there. I'm afraid they're gonna balloon up and cut some grooves in that body that I've got. I'm gonna put some
So you're running
aluminum foil tape on there.
the HPs, right?
The
The HP
it's been so
Plus.
long. Yeah, the
I
wide
think
ones.
that's what you said. Those are belted, so I mean they
Oh,
balloon a
okay.
little bit, but not much.
It's
They're
been
just
so long
heavy.
since I bought them things. I don't remember.
They're just heavy. Once I get my Voodoos, or if I go Voodoo or Accelerate, I'll send you my HP, the normal ones. You can try them out if you want. But that's all for
I
that
need
thread.
I need to
Making
get that
making
car.
slow progress. Yeah, you need to get it running, dude. It ain't the
Yeah.
season now, though.
Hell no. We got let's see, all week it's going to be the highest temperature is going to be 30. Well, actually it's warmed up since the last time I looked at the forecast. It was like 32 for the highest temperature for the next week, and then the lows were down in the 12s and shit. But now the lowest is 15. It's like it's like every day the
No,
weather changes quite a bit what they
yeah,
say it's going to do.
it's gonna be April before any no prep's done again. Let me see if we can
And then
find.
I think it was about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, I was watching a little weather video on Weather Channel or something, and it was saying how, oh yeah, I expected we're going to have a really warm temperatures throughout the winter until after the first of the year,
Yeah.
and it was like, well, that's great. We'll have a lot lower light bill. And then we get this shit. It's like been a week and a half so far, and it's been in the 20s, and
No,
I think it was 11 yesterday.
I don't think I'll be running again until because like I run it, typically at 4 a.m. and
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be running again until like the high for the day is about 85 or so.
Yeah.
So I just pulled up this thread XJTORC here. I'll link it in the Discord for you. He's building, I guess, almost looks like a snow dragster.
Oh, that looks cool.
Let me see. All right, I just shot it through the chit chat on the Discord.
All right. Project Tongue Twister. That was this year? Oh, yeah. Okay. I remember him saying something about this.
Let's see what's
It
what's
kind of
the end
reminds me of
goal?
the Traxxas sand rail they just came out with.
Yeah, kind of like a mini version of that. Sand. Okay, so it's a sand. A, not necessarily a dragster, but a sand rail. Yeah.
I was trying really hard that for that Kyosho Beetle that I built. I was
Oh yeah.
trying really hard to find the sand paddles for it, but they've been long discontinued. I'm still been on the lookout for them, but nothing's ever turning up that
You can't just
that
put
would
like
look
a
right on.
what's. I mean, like you can't just use like a whatever generic sand tire on it.
There's none of them that would be the right diameter and stuff. They just wouldn't look
Oh.
right. There's a specific one that they had back in the day that people used on that Beetle that I've been trying to find. I can't remember if was it Duratrax or I don't know if it was Duratrax. I think it was, but I can't remember for sure. But they look so good on there, man. And there was a guy selling the Beetle, a Beetle body. I think it was pre-painted bodies that he was selling or something on eBay. And he had a picture. It was a red one, and it had the aluminum wheels on it, and it had the sand paddles on the back, and the ribs on the front.
Yeah.
And I sent him a message. I'm like, dude, where did you get those tires? I want some. And he said he didn't know. It was just a stock picture somebody that he got somewhere. It's like he wasn't even using his own picture. But like, yeah, that was the tires that I was looking for. And I thought maybe he had some, since he had that car on there for selling the bodies, but he didn't. They've been out of stock and long discontinued for years. I don't know why nobody kept making them. Or I'd love to just have it as a little sand buggy because we got a stretch of on the other side of the field that we run in. There's a dirt road that runs down through there, and it's almost like a just a sand drag strip almost. It's just real fine dust and sand, and that little buggy would do good out there if it had the sand paddles on it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't even really intend on driving it anyway. I just love the look.
Okay, so this is what was this? So it's an
Yeah, this one.
uncompleted build so far.
He started out like he was going to build that, and then he just went into talking about the short course truck, I think, or something.
Yeah, I think he. I guess.
He was talking about turning that short course truck into one of those, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God.
hmm Yeah, the
I
Traxxas
guess.
Funko. That's what I was trying to think of. He even
To
mentioned it.
be, to be continued.
He's been 3D printing Jeep bodies. He ain't got time for that.
no, no slash time. Can't waste time on a slash, man.
I love those action shots of that slash, though.
Yeah.
He got some good pictures. What's that one? Oh, yeah. Whatever camera he's using, it gets some really good still shots. Mine, it would just look like a blur. I took a picture of that thing running around the track.
Oh, also another thread that I'm excited to see finished up will be Big Man's Sin Racing, his snowplow
Yeah,
lawnmower puller.
yeah.
That'll be a cool one.
We'll see how that works out.
Yeah, I think it's going to take quite a bit of ass to pull a lawnmower. I don't know. I guess if you
Well,
gear it right, if you gear it right, it might actually be perfect.
Chewbacca said he pulled his riding mower with his.
No kidding.
That's what he said. 500 pounds or some shit like that. He was talking. That's when Majan decided to buy that one he got because he was his wife goes to flea markets and stuff and sells candies and stuff and stuff that she makes, and he was wanting to use that to haul the stuff from the car to the spot where they're selling.
Yeah.
So
Let me
he bought
check.
that Sim 450 to build a trailer to haul, and he was actually hauling. I can't remember how many cases of pop, or 12 packs of pop that he had on that trailer. He was pulling it. Uh, Shit, I don't remember. It was a lot of pop.
That's a
The only
cool
thing that
rig,
held
though.
him back was his trailer. Yeah, I want one eventually. I want the drift version. I want to turn it into that F4 Drifty.
I'd seen one of those.
Yeah, that's cool.
That would be
I've
that
got
would
the
be sick to show up to the track with, man.
yeah, I've got the actual chassis that he uses for that kit. That
It's not.
MST 2.0.
Oh, it's they do a whole chassis on it and everything.
It's a you take the MST 2.0 drift car chassis, and the guy that sells the kit, he 3D prints a section that goes in between the front bulkhead and the center part of the chassis, and it extends the wheelbase so it fits the Sin 450 truck body.
Oh man.
And then he's got 3D printed wheels that comes with the kit. It's got a number of different 3D printed parts that come with it, but I think most of it is mainly just that chassis extension.
Not a terrible. I
And
just looked it up. It's only $100. I mean,
the
you know,
the MST,
well, so crawlers and customs Drift and body conversion for so it's a conversion for the MST, not for the Sin.
Oh, it's not for the Sin 4. It's
I
not the Sin
I
450
I
conversion.
think I mean so it uses the Sin 450 body,
Uh,
but it's an MST chassis like you were saying.
yeah, yeah,
I
it's an
think
MST car, but it just you put the body from the 450 on it.
okay. Dude, that's
Yeah.
so I might do it.
That's it.
I
The MST cars are cheap. But the one I built that 2.0, and I tell you what, man, it was a fun kit to put together.
let me
It's
see.
just it's an interesting kit. Let's put it that way. I mean, there's a
Let me see
lot of.
if I can find a video of it drifting. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Check.
there's a couple on YouTube. It's got that badass paint job on it, the orange and
Yeah.
silver, and yeah, it's got the underglow lights on it. Yeah, it's a pretty cool video. It
Oh,
drifts
dude.
really good.
I want to see how it does.
Yeah, you're gonna
Let
definitely
me
want one once you
see.
see it because it drifts probably better than the regular, the regular wheelbase drift cars because it's so long.
Yeah.
It's like a school bus drifting around out there.
Okay, he's got a video of it on the track. Let me see. Oh, he's got. Oh my goodness.
It's
That
pretty
thing's
badass.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be next on my list. So I think next Wednesday will be my first time at a drift track. And then depending on how that goes, I might fall in love with it and end up building one of these because this thing is crazy.
I wish we had a drift track here.
What's
Yeah, that 450. If I was gonna get into drifting, I would definitely have to have one.
Yeah, I wish I would have saw this sooner. I would have built this instead.
That's the MST, the 2. You got to have either the 2.0 or the 2.5 kit for that kit to work.
Yeah.
And they just, I don't think they make the 2.0 kit anymore, but the 2.5 kit, I think you can still get them.
Let me see what my total cost would be. So 2.5 kit. Oh, dude, it's only 120 bucks on A main.
Yeah, they're cheap. Yeah, they're cheap.
Plus the $200 or the $100 conversion. Dude, I would be at the price of the DC-10.
Yeah. I mean, you got to buy the electronics too, the motor and
Yeah, I
ESC
mean,
and
but I
stuff.
mean
Depending on what you get, but
the DC-10 I got through the AE club for $199. I should have done this
yeah,
instead. You can even you run dualies on the rear.
yeah. He's got
Oh,
special wheels and stuff that he prints for them.
yeah, I think this is up
But yeah,
next for me.
you could probably drift that around in your garage. I mean, your garage ain't that small.
No,
I mean,
I
you could
mean
just be doing donuts and stuff. But
the DC does fine. This is I'm bookmarking this. This is up next, dude.
I've had it. I've had it bookmarked since Chewy showed it to me probably a year and a half ago.
What does the body cost though? That's the big one.
Oh, it's Sin Racing. It's gonna be
Oh,
cheap.
it's a two piece body, $108. So that's 300 bucks right there plus electronics. $400 for that. I mean, you're gonna need wheels and everything. Top end 600 bucks for that thing. That's crazy.
Mm. It'd be a talker. People be talking about you take it to the
Yeah.
drift track.
Oh yeah. All right, man. Well, that's 7 o'clock for me. I think the wife's gonna be heading home shortly.
Alrighty, man.
So, if you see any threads in November or I guess it's December now. If you see anything in December, bookmark them and we'll go over them next
Okay.
month. But
Alrighty.
might end up doing an impromptu stream one weekend or something. I don't know, depending on how I feel, but I'll keep you updated.
Yeah. I'll try to get one in there where we can get Warby in there.
Yeah, I'll have to message him
Find
to
it.
see what's
Find a date
what.
that because he works like a 2 or 3 weeks straight. Then he's home for a week and a half or two or something. I don't know.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah, works on a mine, so he's away from home for 2 or 3 weeks at a time, and he goes home for a little bit, and then because he
Are
actually
you
has to fly to the mine site.
are you available at like 3 a.m. if he wants to do
Oh
a
yeah,
stream then?
whenever.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever.
Okay, I'll throw us all in a group chat on the forum and see what we can work out.
Alrighty.
Cool, dude. Well, I'll catch you on the next one, brother.
All right. See ya.
See ya.